All right, there they are. What is going on, everybody? It's a good night. It's a good night. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Got a lot going on. First of all, I got to start with how was everyone's Christmas? Did you get what you wanted? I feel like I got spoiled. Kelsey spoiled me. She gave me the shirt. She gave me my chain. She gave me my ring. She gave me my Nikes. I'm not gonna tell you every single thing she got, but like she spoiled me for real. So I hope you guys got spoiled by your family as well. Hope you had a good Christmas, to be honest with you. It was a big year this year. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? It's good to see you. It's almost a new year. We got a lot going on. Gonna have the new year rolling in quick. So tonight, what did Carter get for Christmas? Oh, Carter got his little he got a little scrunchy book. He got a little rattle. He got a bunch of clothes. The girls got spoiled out of their minds. They got a big house that they could play in. Everybody got a lot of stuff this year, so it was really good. What did you guys get? What was your favorite gift this year? Why don't you drop your favorite gift? I also have a fun game. There's one thing I want to do. So we're going to do this probably at the end of the live if you guys are going to stick around. One thing I was very curious is I did something. I tried to see how much my most expensive cart was on any website. And I'm going to tell you the answer at the end of the live, but I want you guys to drop if you know off the top of your head. I thought that was a really interesting thing because after doing all the Christmas shopping and all the stuff, I just wanted to see how much my cart would be total if I put everything that I needed on my Amazon cart in there or on other websites. And I was surprised. I was kind of scared, to be honest with you. Those numbers were scary. But I hope you guys had a really good Christmas. We're rolling into a new year. It's coming up quick. And I don't know. I just feel excited. I feel like we have a lot of growth that we've done in the last, 6 months that we've been really talking through this stuff. One thing we're going to get to tonight is we're going to talk about what this channel was, because a lot of people have had questions. I think we've been kind of going over obviously a lot of things, but this channel has been around since 2017. So I thought this would be something that we could talk a little bit more about. I have some really, I think, awesome, more wholesome things to talk about, which are my siblings and the videos that I have on this channel with them that I was just going to react to with you guys. I thought that'd be a really good way to just bring some light in to the dark room. I feel like we have been tackling the hard stuff, and so I really wanted to have a good, nice, more uplifting live with you guys. So hope you're excited about that. But I'm gonna have to get my headphones on because we're gonna be listening to it. I'm going to pull this up. So this first video, let me plug these in. Excuse me. I got the Danny curl over here. That piece of my hair always falls out. So I just be over here. Oh, Sandy. Right? Oh, Sandy. Looking like Danny out here. That thing just doesn't stay anyway. So I said, let the thing hang. Let it hang. Because that hair just bothers me no matter what I do with it. Sorry, I just caught that in the light. So tonight, that was so random. That was ADHD brain. Tonight we're gonna talk a little bit more about. You guys know I'm a nerd. Sorry, that was totally off. That was totally off the wall. Tonight we're gonna talk. I have 2 videos to share with you guys, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this next year in the future and the things we're gonna be talking about. Again, yes. So tonight's subject is how did we get here? So this channel started in 2017. I actually started this channel with Kelsey. We did couples challenges. This was something that we did probably more often. We did more often. We did couples challenges and we did things like that. That was in 2017, summer 2017. And then after that, I remember turning it into a thing called CJ's Place. And when I turned it into CJ's Place, it was because I wanted to talk about what I was interested in. I was interested in, and it still am. I mean, like sports and kind of like pop culture, things of that nature. So that was kind of where my life was heading. And that's like what I wanted to do is like share my passions with people and like interact and have a connectivity, like a community, kind of like exactly what we have. Only I think what we have is obviously way better. But back then, when I wanted to do it, the reason I wanted to do videos is to share my passion with other people. So, with that being said, obviously that lasted maybe a couple of weeks, and then everything started with my family. The first video that I actually even have was the mom video I made. Now, we just talked about this not too long ago, but I literally titled it Mom, and it was my desperate attempt to reach her in that time. This was when she was missing, and it was time for her to produce the kids, and obviously she didn't. But I posted a video, named it Mom, and it was for her. And that's when it really became this big thing. And this is when like I started to experience media. And this is when I started to experience what it's like to have people say stuff to you off the wall, like the internet. I experienced the internet for the first time as a person who was, the subject of the matter in a sense. Meaning on my video, people are like just saying crazy stuff and just off the wall stuff. So that was my first taste of that. Following that, oh yeah, then Kelsey's right. Then Chad mentioned that in his voicemail way later because he watched that video. So Kelsey is here. But yeah, that video was my first video really that I posted. And then I did post a video for my family. I posted a video for JJ. I think I posted a thank you video to everybody because there's so many supporters at that time. And I didn't know what I was so uncomfortable. I wasn't myself. I was worried. I was scared. I was full of anxiety, and I had no idea what was going on in my own life, in my own, family. And I was having a really hard time, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of the history of this channel because it has changed a lot. A lot of you have been here when we did Ryan family stuff. And when we did that next transition, that's when we felt like Kelsey and I talked about this and we said, you know what? We're going to try to turn this channel into a family channel. Like we're going to show how we're walking through this, how we're going to, be better and how we're going to choose to try to continue to live a life and raise our kid. Because at that time we only had Riley. And it just felt like we were trying to show and create something real. And that's what the Ryan family was. Then obviously it feels like we've had a lot of things that have changed. At this point, this is kind of what I've always hoped it would ever be, is have a community like we have right now, all of us sitting here together. And I'm just grateful for the journey that I've been on because I've learned a lot, and that journey has included you guys. And I've had, again, so many experiences with so many people now, so many comments, so many, emails, things of that nature. And you guys are incredible. And this is why we do these lives, because it feels like a tiny little piece of me that can give back to you. Now, again, I was going to talk more about the mom video. I think if you've seen it, there's really not much more for me to say. It was a desperate cry to my mom. It was the most uncomfortable I think I've ever been in my life. I felt like I was just it felt like, I don't want to use the word pathetic, but it felt pathetic to me because I'm begging my mom on a YouTube video to do something about the situation. I'm like publicly trying to get her to do something because that's the only thing I felt like I could do. And then after that, you just feel pressure because there's so much misconception and there's so many people talking about you and there's so many people who are throwing you under the bus and saying that you're sketchy and you're this, what's your part in all of this? And then there's people making videos trying to say that you're a part of everything and all these crazy, crazy experiences that I can't really put all into words right now. But with all this being said, tonight I am going to share some uplifting stuff. This video is a video I did post before. This is a video with me, Tylee, and my cousins. And I'm just going to give you if you've seen the video, you've probably seen it. But let me tell you, I want to punch myself in the face in this video. I'm just going to make that clear now. I felt like I'm so annoying and over the top in this video. And I wish the whole time it would just been like hearing Tylee talk. But this is how we were. We were nerdy. We were all hanging out. So I'm going to share this video with Tylee, with you. And I just felt like it was better for me to talk about it, react to it, and have this time with you. But also, this was a part of the channel before. I just like to share my thoughts now. And I'd also like to continue to try to show who Tylee was, who JJ was, and really eventually, like I said, tell their stories. But right now, even just spread the light that they shared. So I'm going to share this with you guys. We're going to watch it together. And yeah, I think it's going to be good. Okay. So let me put this perfect. Okay. Got to go full screen here.
You're in charge of putting that up there. So put it in that corner.
Why did you already?
Big cat!
I was so annoying, bro. I can't even lie.
Penny for your thoughts. I know what you want. Might have to hold it there.
So
Hope we don't crash.
Not holding.
Hope we don't crash. All right. Hold it over here. I guess I'll get all the airtime here. See if that stays.
Ah, frick.
Sorry if it's not very loud.
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna have to hold it.
Just hold it here.
You're gonna have to hold it.
This video makes me want to laugh and makes me want to cry at the same time.
Keep it down. There you go. Katie, Auntie, why don't you jump in? Why don't you and don't cut my head off. You have to come up a little bit. Ty, come up a little bit. There you go. Hey guys. Just checking in. Got Katie in the back, Austin in the back, Tylee to the side.
I can't stand myself.
Y'all know me.
I'm just looking at Ty.
And I'll get Zach. So what's going on today, guys? What are we doing? Why don't somebody give us the update?
We're going to the boat.
You know, if you don't talk with life, you're getting cut off. So start talking with some life. Katie, go ahead.
Oh man, Austin, that was me. I'm sorry.
Today we're going to the boat and we're going to get lunch right now.
What are we getting for lunch? What do you want?
Whatever is around here.
Whatever's around. What does everybody want? I'll give you 3 options: Del Taco,
What?
Chick-fil-A, or In-N-Out.
Ooh,
Chick-fil-A is my
I
favorite
like
place.
In-N-Out.
I love
yeah, but I think their taco has the best fries.
That's true. The
Wait,
good
he
thing
didn't
about
say taco, he said Del Taco. I meant, yeah, Del Taco has the best fries.
I knew what you meant.
Okay.
The reason I say Del Taco is because we can all get a lot of more food.
True.
And I'm just
I'm down
disappointed
with
in
that.
Chick-fil-A.
Where would you guys
because
wanna go?
Every time I've got a sandwich here, it's so tiny. It's literally like this big around, and I get hungry. And
How is it that?
it's so tiny, dude. My chicken sandwiches here, the chicken's so little and the bun's little, and it's seriously, I kid you not, this big
You
around.
order a nugget sandwich.
The frick's a nugget sandwich?
Oh, yeah, they take like a roll and they cut it and they just put a chicken nugget in there.
That's it? Oh,
Seriously.
that's kind of like their breakfast, though. They just put a little chicken, a little
Yeah.
piece of chicken that you
In
can
and
tell
out.
is cut off.
Yeah.
All right, so
I want Del Taco.
me too.
Okay, don't talk about it.
I got to go on a Dell.
I just want to punch myself. That's so annoying, man.
Tylee to the side, Katie in the back, Austin in the back. Just got done working out.
I was supposed to have a horse competition on Saturday, but it got canceled. It got canceled.
Katie, that was random. I'm just surprised because I didn't expect you to say that.
I didn't do it.
Well, thanks. My arm looks real good. You know?
I look
Shut up,
really
Colby.
red. Am I sunburned?
No, it's just something about the way the light hits it.
Yeah.
My face looks red too. It's not. Just adds a little flavor to our faces, you know. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to Del Taco. Katie in the back, Austin in the back, Tylee to the side. We're going on the boat today. I'm gonna tube. Tylee's gonna tube. Austin's gonna tube.
Nope.
Katie's gonna tube.
Austin can't do.
Austin's gonna tube and he's only gonna hold on with his broken arm for grip strength. He's gonna let his feet just hang in the water, so it just really adds resistance. Tylee to the side, Katie in the back, Austin in the back. We're just doing introductions over and over because no one's talking, so I guess I'll keep going. Katie in the back.
That's because there's nothing to talk about. Talk about your
Really?
life.
There's nothing to talk about because we're a family and we never get to see each other. So there's plenty to talk about. Why don't you update us on what you're doing, Katie?
Well,
I don't know why I'm tearing up, bro.
Go ahead. All eyes on you.
Jeanette away. Jeanette Austin.
That's what I meant. I just want to knock
Hey,
myself out,
Auntie.
bro.
Hey guys, hey.
Looking clean back
So
there.
annoying, dude.
Katie looking good. Tylee looking good. And me? There's nothing to say.
Kind of dangerous to do that.
I don't give a hoot. Anyway, we're just having fun. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm just filming. I don't know what I'm filming. No, I got this. And well, thanks for the update, Colby. That was really funny. Nobody participated. Katie in the back, Austin in the back, Tylee to the side. Thanks for joining us for a little adventure. And we're about to turn and get some food. I don't know where we are, but hey.
What is this camera angle, Colby? My gosh, what in the world? It was nice to just at least laugh a little bit. That made me emotional, though, obviously. I think it's just that was such a great, stupid thing to have. As stupid as I feel like that video is, it's so nice to have that video because we were just like it was just so simple. It was so simple. Like we're literally going on the boat. I think our biggest concern of the moment is where we're going to eat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It feels like a different life. That was that must have been 2015, 2016 when that was. I don't know. I could go look at it and try to find it, but yeah. Man, it's just crazy because I feel like so many years have gone by and we've talked so much about the situation just because it's like a time that I'm processing it all. And I think when I watch that type of stuff, it does feel like a completely different world. But I wish I had more fun things I could share with you like that. But that's how simple it felt like it was for the first time. It just made me realize like that grace period after like going to Hawaii and all that stuff, that grace period was so easy in a sense. Like there just wasn't so many huge things to try to figure out, and everybody kind of just was living their life. And I don't know, it just feels a lot easier, a lot more simple. But I thought I'd share something with you that wasn't heavy, that wasn't going to be too much, wasn't going to cause grief, just not processing something, you know what I mean, and just talk about something fun. I'm gonna pull this other one up too. Give me 1 second, I gotta find it. I'm trying to find it real quick. I can't. Oh, it's not gonna pull up. Dang it. It's not gonna pull up, guys. Well, I'll try to see if I can make that its own video and we can talk about it. But it's just a video with JJ. It's just not gonna pull up. I don't know why it's not working. Of course it's not working. We never have it easy over here. There's always going to be tech issues. It's always going to give us a problem. But that video with Tylee is a treasured moment for me. I have that video and sometimes I just watch it and I feel like I'm just absolutely staring at Tylee, and I'm just like, I can feel like I can almost remember that moment by itself. Like I just remember being in that car and I remember what our life was like. And the more that I even see her face, I realize how like similar I look to her and how similar we look. And it's just nice to have good memories too, And I think that that's kind of the motto going into this next year is, for me, I'm just going to kind of lay this out real quick. For me, it's going to be crazy because, there's still a lot going on. There's still a lot of things that I'm going to have to deal with when it comes to all this stuff coming up, and there's going to be a lot of wounds reopened and things of that nature. But I do think that there's a gratitude, and I think that it's about stepping stones. It's about taking steps forward And those are the things that I want to be remembered. Like that's something I wish would have been in the documentary. That's something I wish would have been highlighted is the real moments. I don't have the video, and this is the hard part. And this is something I don't think gets touched on enough. I'm just going to address this part really quickly. Is it's really hard when your moments are tied with family members because it's when a family member takes the life of another family member, all you have is pictures of all of you as a family. And so every time I see Tylee and JJ, I see my mom. And it's like this bittersweet thing because it's a really complex feeling and a really big hard thing to do. So I do have a video that was in the documentary that I shared with them, which was something similar of that nature. So that was another thing I was going to share with you. Actually, let me go back real quick to get to this point. I've been doing vlogs with my family since like I was 12. Like I would just videotape my family members. We'd get in the car. Like I just have always kind of, I guess, loved to watch videos rather than pictures. And so when I ever got my own phone, I started doing videos, and every time we'd like go somewhere, do something, we just kind of show the dynamic and talk about things. And so I had a video with my mom, Tylee, and JJ was actually in the back in the video, going to Kauai Beach Resort. And that's when we sang Mr. Sandman. And it's just crazy because like those moments are like bittersweet. And it's just crazy because you want to be able to remember those things, you want to watch that stuff, but like it's hard. It's a big mixture. But with all that being said, doing videos was always a part of my life. And the older I've gotten, the more I've wanted to share my side, my feelings, just share what I think and feel. And then out of doing that, we created a beautiful community. So it's been incredible. But I think going into this next year, I think the goal is to remember the good, accept the reality fully, and keep taking steps towards healing and continue to progress the best that you can. You can only do so much. And for me, I stopped trying to rush myself into healing. I don't know if you guys have felt that way before, but I think that there's sometimes an urgency to feel better. And so you want to heal, you want to do this, you want to do anything you can to get out of pain. I think we have a natural reaction to want to get out of pain. But I think another thing is that you have to enjoy things. You have to enjoy things. You have to enjoy the little things. And I think for me personally, having videos means more to me. And I will share this with you guys because it's a big thing for me. Like I've talked about this before in a Thanksgiving video I did in like 2020. And I just remember sitting in my car having such a hard time. And I made a video for this channel and just talked about enjoying your family. And I remember thinking that I'm so grateful that I videoed things instead of just having pictures. I love pictures, but having a video is so much more realistic. And so I have done that with our family. We videotape almost everything we possibly can rather than take pictures. So that way you can live that moment all over again. And yeah, that's one thing I would just share with anybody is I would really encourage you, if you can, to, on top of taking pictures, just also include some videos with your family. And just that way you can have those moments frozen in time, and I think that that's been the most special stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have all my old phones. I can't tell you how many phones I've had as a teenager, just breaking them or losing them or not saving all my stuff, whatever the case is. But I feel like I had so many videos of our family that are just gone. And, I guess it's just part of something you have to come to accept. You have to accept it. And, going into the future, I think it's just great to be able to have good memories, remember people for who they were, and you have to also keep going forward, and you have to keep pressing forward. But it's good to have that stuff. It's really, really good. Yeah. You guys love watching old home videos. They're so great. It's so great to have it. Seriously. It's such a big deal because they mean everything. Like they just fill the room with love and you get to experience that person again. You know, the one I have with JJ that I will show you guys. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's not working, but there's the video of JJ. Kelsey and I we took him to Chuck E. Cheese, and it was just a simple little vlog, and it's just him eating and him drinking his Shasta Cola. And there was a period of time where when Kelsey and I were first dating and I was home for the summer from school, she was basically helping watch JJ. Like she was watching JJ and I was just helping her with him. And we just had this like quality time with him. So during that summer, Kelsey and I took JJ everywhere. And he was like, all we did was spend our whole day hanging out with JJ. And so we took him to the Science Museum. We took him to Toys R Us. Like we just took him everywhere. And I don't know. It's just like that time was so special because that was in 2017 and there really wasn't much time after that. So I think that I hold that near and dear to my heart because that one-on-one time with JJ and Kelsey and all the things we did. We used to go to the bowling alley. Like we just did the most simple things. And I think that it's just hard to like believe that was actually our lives because it feels like, I don't know. It feels like that just is like life has been split into two huge major sections, and that was a past life. Now, obviously, I know it's not, but we took him to get our bean frappuccino from Starbucks. Yeah, he used to sing his song. What did he used to say? JJ used to say, "Son of a bean frappuccino." He was so funny, bro. He was so funny. I cannot tell you how funny he was. He was so witty and smart, and he said stuff that you could never would ever think to say ever. He was just so unique, and that was what made him unique. Son of a bean frappuccino. We're gonna start saying that. My favorite thing ever, one of my favorite things he ever said in his life is he was arguing with Tylee. I think this was an argument they were getting into. And he literally called her, he said, "No, you're trash garbage." He called her trash garbage because he was mad at her. And I think trash garbage is my favorite saying of all time. I don't think that anything is funnier than trash garbage in the world. "No, you're trash garbage." Trash garbage. Oh, that's what I'm saying. We'll definitely have to we're gonna have to do some more of real good memories with them because there's so many amazing moments, guys. Like I don't want to always make it sound like it was the worst thing that ever happened. I mean, yes, it was obviously what happened, but I'm talking about our lives growing up. Like we had good moments. And we had a lot of fun. We took a lot of trips. We had a lot of quality time in that time. And I just feel like those are the moments eventually. And here's what I mean by eventually. I want to do it like I want to do something like the documentary or something of that nature to really give you guys a full picture and really honor them. I could tell you about them all day. I can tell you about how smart and witty and funny and quick-witted Tylee was and tell you everything that I know about her. But like, I think that there's certain ways you can help tell someone's story without, oh, that's a really, really funny video. That might be my favorite video ever. But like, I don't want to give you guys just little tidbits, even though I am tonight, obviously we're sharing good memories, but like in a full circle moment, I would love to do something that's like a media thing that's beautiful, that really brings to light who they were and share those moments with you all at one time. That's why that's why I'm holding off is to create something real. I'm just not there yet to really do it justice the way I want to. There is a video. My favorite video ever is me talking to JJ. He is at the kitchen table and we're sitting there and I'm holding his Woody and I'm talking to the doll and he's kind of talking as the doll. And I'm talking to the doll and I'm saying, "Where were you last night?" And JJ's like, "I was at Huey's house." And I said, "What time did you get home?" And like we just had this whole back and forth. And I just asked the Woody, I'm like, "Are you on drugs?" And JJ goes, "No." And I said, "Are you on drugs?" And then he says no again. And I said, "So are you on drugs?" And he goes, "Yeah." I don't know. We just had so many funny things. I'll have to show you the video. It doesn't do it justice to tell you guys a story, but like I said, those are the things I'd love to include because there was so many good moments. There's so many funny moments. There's so much joy and laughter in all of the hardship. And when you get older, you kind of get, that perspective of what it was like in the past. And for me personally, I realized all the holes in kind of what I did in my past in the sense of creating it, making it better than it really was. But then when you get older, you're like, crap, this is messed up. And then you start going through therapy and you're like, well, that's not right. And this isn't right. And this is not right. And like, that's kind of where I'm at now, realizing the reality of how certain things were. But at the same time, we had a lot of fun and we did a lot of things together and we took a lot of trips and, we did a lot of fun things as a family. So I'm not going to ever take away from that. I hope that one day though, I can tell their stories for who they were and how amazing they were as people and help paint a picture and a legacy for them that is well-deserved. And they deserve that so much. And I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen it done. Hold on, I'm gonna answer this question. Why is there a shoe on the book stand to the left? Any specific reason? Karen, this is a great question. This is for the peeps. Hold on. I got something for you. Hold that thought. I'm back here. So to answer your question, this has been a favorite of people's here. I'm going to show you the other side of it. This is the other shoe. I put this up here to look cool in the live. Okay. I'm going to tell this story one more time because people know what's happening. We know what's about to happen. I was trying to look cool, and my beautiful wife, Kelsey, I love shoes. I love basketball. I love sports. I played basketball myself, and Jordan 11s are some of my favorite. Okay. Well, I put this up there one day just because I was trying to, building the aesthetic. It's a cool desk. I got the Star Wars stuff. We got all this stuff going on. I put the shoe up there just to make it look cool. And first thing that Kelsey does is tell everybody that it's a fake Jordan. Okay. There's a reason I don't wear them, and I'm going to show you. I hope YouTube doesn't get mad at this. You see it? There's the best shot you've ever seen. Look at the butt. I told you I was not kidding. It is literally right there down the middle. And there you go. This is the other side. Oops. That's the other shoe. So Kelsey exposed me on the live. I told you guys I wasn't kidding. It's worse than you ever imagined it to be. There's a whole entire butt in the Jordan. And so in the live, I addressed the Jordan on the shelf. Someone else asked the same question, like, why is there a shoe? And so I'm like, okay, it's a Jordan. We'll get to that. And then Kelsey exposed me. So then I ended up telling the story. And then Booty Crack J, BCJ, as he's known as, was born. And now he has a permanent residence somewhere on the shelf. We can't get rid of him. But there is two of them. There's two. But we left that one there in his original spot. But I threw him. I'm not gonna lie. I threw that thing across the room when it got exposed. Because I didn't know Kelsey was gonna do that. I didn't know she was coming for me on the live, but I guess that's what it is. So that is why there's a shoe there. But I think this is a perfect example. This is kind of the version of a man cave that I have. Is this shelving? There's actually, I'll have to show you guys what it looks like. There's 4 levels to the shelves, and they're all filled with different stuff, and then they just interchange. So guys, I think just need their man caves, and this is mine. It's got all kinds of different stuff in it. If I had a whole man cave, you have no idea what that thing would look like. Okay. If I could explain to you what a man cave for me would look like, there'd be all my jerseys would be up somewhere. We'd probably go projector. You guys really got me dreaming here. Projector in the movie room. You got the lights that change colors, and then you got like the Star Wars statues, you know, the little ones that are like maybe like a foot tall, and they have like the glow lightsabers, the dope ones. Then you got probably I used to have a signed Devin Booker ball that I won at the Suns game for my birthday. Something like that would be somewhere. Like you just have a bunch of stuff, all your favorite things rolled into one, and that's where it would be. Actually, I wish I could show you that ball, but I got rid of it. But I got that ball because Tylee and my cousins took me to a Suns game before they were like really good. And here's my cave. And I got when I threw the t-shirts on the court, they pulled us down for the what's it called? Like the pregame show, and they let me throw t-shirts into the crowd, and I didn't even win, but they and I was wearing a Cleveland shirt because I have a LeBron James Cleveland jersey, and they were playing against Cleveland, and they still gave me a Devin Booker ball, and then I got rid of it because they weren't good. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a Suns fan. Sorry if that breaks the internet here on this channel, but I'm not a Suns fan. I've been living here for a long time, and it's just not. I just can't force it. I can't force it. I don't want them to do bad, but I'm not a fan. I like Kevin Durant, so that's what it is. But this is how the shelf is going to look for the future. We'll just keep moving it around till we get like a bigger studio eventually, and we'll make it. I mean, it's going to have next level stuff in there. I want it to be fun for you guys. Beth says you have the most genuine content energy. Thank you, Beth. Brandon, Colby, do you like college football? Maybe Arizona State fan. So I'm from Texas, guys. Okay. I'm from Austin. I grew up watching UT. I actually watched when Vince Young brought us home the trophy. I went to the UT games growing up. So I'm actually if I were a college football fan, I'd probably watch UT. And then when it comes to professional sports, I have a lot of different teams that I love. And there's different reasons. So I have a whole, what's it called? I got a whole Slumdog Millionaire story to each reason why I like each team. But yeah, I haven't watched college football in a long time. I kind of turned into a basketball fan in like 2014, like really deeply, really started only watching basketball exclusively, and then college sports I wasn't really into. So but that's what it is. That's what it is. Hold on, what? Hold on. What is going on right now? Get some what? What do you guys? What is going on here? But you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have liked we've talked about the nerdy side. I mean, you can see the desk. It's nerdy and it's fun. I love it. I've always wanted. Okay, this actually rolls me into my next point. So remember, I asked you guys if you guys were here at the very beginning of the live. Tell me what your most expensive cart is if you know off the top of your head. If not, go look and tell me what is the most expensive cart that you have. I tried to do the Amazon one to give you guys a total. It only let me put like 60 items in there, and I have a lot. And this is years of stuff where you put in your cart and you save it for later for different reasons. My cart was like $13,000 on Amazon. But my most expensive cart, okay, I don't know if you guys do this. I swear someone else has to feel me on this. I have definitely put she designs and makes Star Wars statues, she said. No, don't say that. I'll stop the whole stream right now to talk about it. Hold on. You are not being serious. Hold on. The whole stream is going to stop. Stop. I'm getting, whoa. Slow it down. I'm going to freak out. I'm going to have a freak out. Okay. I'm going to tell you my most expensive car. I just looked at it just to tell you guys this information. Obviously, the Amazon was 13. My most expensive was $17,000, and it was all Star Wars statues and hot toys. A hot toy is these figures, but they're 12 inches and they're like posable and you can do them. And those are the things you put in your background. So when people get those, they put them like there and then they look like statues. They look like posable things that you can use. Stop. It's not insanity. It's a pretend cart. It's a pretend cart. It's not like it's the lottery's at $1 billion. Why can't I just have my pretend cart? It's not like I'm going to do it, but you just put all your things in there. You put all your stuff in there. And my cart was $17,000. Am I supposed to do it? No, I'm not going to press buy. I'm just saying. I just wanted to tell you my most expensive card. My Amazon card though was a lot because it's tons and tons of stuff, but Amazon wouldn't let me put everything in there. I know you guys do it. You have a fantasy cart. You probably have in your Amazon. I'm going to call this right now. You have a bunch of save for laters. You put a bunch of stuff in your cart. And you figure out, how much it is, and then you save it for later. I know you do it. Yeah, it's like a wish list. There you go. It's a wish list. It's not like you're ever going to get all that stuff. Just put a bunch of random stuff in there. People, I know that a lot of times people go on like Zillow and look at $1 million houses. $20 million houses. Come on now. Don't be starting all that stuff with me. Talking all that stuff. Kelsey out here. Kelsey always starts the war. She's not the Lisa Nagaib. Don't start that war with me. There you go. See? Maybe it's a man thing. Maybe men build their carts up and look at stuff, look at cars. I've done that before. I've looked at literally like a car on Carvana and I'm like, hey, it's a vending machine. You just put a bunch of stuff in there. You want stuff in there? Yeah, see, thank you. She does. She always starts that stuff. She just has to go in there and get mad. Like she doesn't have it. She's sitting there talking all this stuff. Guaranteed right now from half court, I'm sinking this shot that she has a bunch of save for later, probably hundreds of things, and then eventually she can go through it. You see all your stuff, and I'm just telling you, all I did is put my stuff in my cart just to see how much it was. I'm talking about stuff I've put in there from forever ago, down to like work clothes, like all kinds of stuff you've ever seen. You put in your save for later. Come on now. Stop it. It's like going to Target. You look at all the stuff. You're not going to buy anything. You're just looking. It's the same thing. It's just an online cart. It's all pretend. And if we hit the lottery as a group, we're splitting it. We're all going to get our fantasy carts. And that's what it is. Yeah. See, you probably have makeup. See, everybody does it. Trying to isolate me over here. Come on now. Stop all that talk. Nonsense. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Going forward. I'm thinking what we're going to do going forward is I'm going to try to do, I would say, a weekly live with us at the minimum, at least one a week, just so we can hang out, so we can talk stuff through. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about the podcast. I have talked to the members about it. I think it was like a week ago, I talked to the members about it. But for the podcast, I've been talking to people. It's just more important for me right now for the podcast to bring people on, to have guests, so we can have kind of the conversations that I had, like with Dr. John. And I think, again, I've already mentioned this a lot of times, but Dr. John and I had one of my favorite. I had one of my favorite conversations with him. And so that just made me realize the podcast is going to have to continue to go forward with guests. And I have a lot of stories that I want to tell, but also I have a lot of stories I'd love to hear from other people. And I want to bring people on where we can have some really, really good, deep conversations. So that is what I am planning on doing coming into this next year. But it's really interesting to look back at what the channel was and then really realizing like I've, thought about it, prayed about it, and just been like, what can I do to really share what I think and feel in a realistic way? And this is it. This has been it. It's our lives. It's our videos. It's the time I'm spending with you guys. It's all of us talking about anything in the world. Shoot, we could just have a chat room and talk about this stuff all day, every day. You could ask Kelsey, and this is something my teacher said when I was in kindergarten. She said, you could put me next to a tree and I talk the bark off of it. That's some Texas stuff for you. So I could talk about anything and everything, but I really do appreciate hanging out with you guys. Why our lives are so fun. I know I've had some people ask me questions about that with the podcast, like what's going on with that. Again, it's going to continue to go forward, and it's just all about bringing on people and having guests. I think that you guys have heard me talk enough, and it'd be good to have some people come on for that. And then going forward from that, we got a big year coming up, and I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. This is crazy. 2025, we're still doing it. Let's see what Kelsey says. Let's see what the fire starter over here is going on about. And I can talk about subjects I'm hyper fixated on or I'm not interested. Yeah, so a perfect example is I'll be like, hey, babe, Star Wars statues are dope. Super cool things. Probably look really good in the background. And I don't get an answer. But if I bring up something she likes, talk your ear off. Love you, babe. Anyway. So, show us what's in your cart, figuratively speaking, what you care about and are interested in. That's funny. What I'm interested in, I told you guys see the background. I just like having cool stuff for you guys to look at. I've always been a collector of some type. You can ask Kelsey. I used to collect shoes and then collected like figures, like what you see in the back. Collected jerseys and stuff like that before. So I've usually just been into something hard, but like always have loved. I realize I'm like coming into like really realizing what I like and love. So like I would be a Star Wars person forever. Basketball stuff. And then honestly, you sure you want them to ask me? Stop it. Shut your stories down. We're going to start a channel for Kelsey called The Gossip Girl. And she can go on her channel and rant about me if she wants to. But you're not going to do it here. So shut it down. You can say whatever you want, Cal. That's fine. But yeah, collecting stuff has always been a big deal. I've always been into Marvel, Star Wars, basketball, sports. And I feel like I've shared that with you guys on the channel. I feel like we've talked about we've kind of been so specific about healing and stuff, which is, it's incredible and I love it and I want to talk about it. But obviously there's like so many other things we could talk about. And you guys know, it's just cool to have fun stuff, especially like stuff behind me. You know what I mean? But you guys are awesome. I feel like we have the best lives. Seriously. I love when we hang out. I love talking to you guys. I appreciate you so much. I'm sorry that other video did not work. I'll probably just post that video for you guys as a separate video. Or maybe I'll see if I can make it work and we can talk about it and go through it. But I just wanted to have a light night, wanted to have fun with you guys. I didn't want it to be overwhelming or, sometimes when you're walking in your healing journey, you just kind of need something uplifting. And, one thing I saw, I know this is super random, kind of off the cuff, but one thing I saw was that people are like, sometimes you're just in that low moment and you're just really struggling. And I remember the first thing I did always was like go on YouTube, and I loved going on lives because you're interacting with somebody. I used to watch, most of the time I'll go on Isaiah Salvador's channel because he would just talk about whatever too. He's a Christian guy, and there just be these moments that are, he's not really like a comedian guy. He's not really like going for the joke, but when he did make you laugh, it was like everything I needed. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like I hope can bring any enjoyment and fun to your life. Apparently Kelsey finds these moments. Kelsey's like a wrestler in WWE that gets on top of the ropes with like a chair, and like just while I'm on the mat, it like does this, just the dive bomb Undertaker hit on the back and goes for the jugular. That's all right. That's okay. I can take it because it's a fake chair. But I love you guys. Like I always say, if there's any updates to be had, I will tell you on the community tab. You guys know I love you. I hope you had a great Christmas. Hope you guys have a great night. And I'll let you know when we're doing another live or a video. And you guys, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. Have a great night. And I'll see you soon.